Think about this. I went through every step on how to deal with him. Every step on how to deal with Puff biblically. I dealt with him biblically. That's why I felt aggressive about it. I felt like I did not have to change my strong approach. Because number one, I went to him as a brother when things were not right. Secondly, I went to him with a witness. That was Rodney Jerkins. Like the Bible says, if you don't get it right with him, go back to him with a witness. I did that. The third thing it tells us to do is go to the church. Bring it before the elders. I reached out to his bishop. His bishop declined to mediate the situation. So I just went to step number 4, which is mark him as a publican and have nothing to do with him. And that's what I did lyrically. And that's what you guys have a problem with. So everything now that we see playing out was all the things I escaped. The car, the shine, the loan, Puff Daddy, the Craig Mack, the Biggie Smalls. So even though I made those decisions and it cost me money, that's why I got with Killer and they gave me the money back. I didn't lose no money. Destiny. This told me he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts. Nigga. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts. Nigga. You need more proof? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. You're not signing because I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. You know the play. You're not paying me and you're not respecting me. And that's the real problem. Then there's people that try to do bodily harm with me. They will be in the house with Puff. So I'm like, it's a funny game y'all playing behind the scenes. So when people see me, they just see me turned up. They just see me agitated. They just see me aggressive, but they don't know.
During the golden era of Bad Boy Records, is finally breaking his silence. And what he has to say is shaking the industry to its core. After years of speculation and whispers, Mase is pulling back the curtain on the dark side of Diddy's empire, shedding light on the alleged manipulation, torture, and control that existed behind the scenes. According to Mase, his time with Diddy wasn't just about creating hits or making money, it was a battle for freedom. He's speaking out about the emotional and psychological torture he endured while under Diddy's influence.
So that I should. Niggas try to starve me, I did a lot of work. And I just never got paid. So when you don't get paid, you don't show up to work. And people keep asking why you keep coming and quitting again. That's a good question. Because every time I get promised I'm gonna get paid again. And when I find out I ain't getting paid, I quit again. Do you understand that part? Do this arena understand this part? So when I say what I say, I know it can get a lot of people in trouble, but not me. Because I don't get in trouble. I'm God made. I'm God made. I'm God made. I'm God made. So I walked in here with about $1 million in jewelry and no security. Because I'm from the I wish a nigga would.
Claiming that the mogul's evil ways were masked by his flashy persona and business savvy. Mase reveals that Diddy wasn't just a ruthless businessman, he was allegedly a mastermind of manipulation, using power to exploit those closest to him, trapping them in toxic cycles of control. These revelations are stirring up old wounds and bringing attention back to the darker side of Diddy's success. Mase's decision to speak out now, amidst Diddy's legal troubles, couldn't be more timely.
The thief is the worst thing. His hand should be chopped. Her hand should be chopped off. His or her hand should be. That's the way I feel about somebody taking something from somebody that ain't there. When you could go out and you could go and work for something. You know, I did one album with Mase. One album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? One album? And then he became a fake pastor and went and conned people And then y'all gonna let him throw dirt on the God's name? Mase owes me $3 million. That's facts. I got the receipt. And I'm not gonna go back and forth with Mase. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and forth with nobody. I'm just gonna, if I'm here, I'm gonna speak up for myself. I'm gonna speak up for myself now. You know what I'm saying?
Know your strategies and what your habits be. And right now I got a roll in your faculties. So when you get the murder, come after me. What a bastard. Gotta know that dollar sign wasn't rapping free. Actually, after Big died, what a travesty. When Mase left, nigga, was nobody after all.
Yo, I did it. Told my he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts.
There's something I like Puff.
Sometimes you like him, sometimes you don't. You ever?
What's not to like about him?
Nah, ever since Mase, you always had a bad taste in your mouth.
He was a sucker on the Mase project because he know what he did. Look, there was things said, me, him, and Jimmy sitting there, right? Yo, Playboy, yo, I thought, you know how we going to Tiffany Cole right now. We pick up something, they ain't gonna say nothing. They gonna send us an invoice later. They gonna let us walk out. That's what I thought you was doing with Mase. I thought you was taking him on tour. When you come back, you gonna take care of me. I said, oh, it ain't nothing. So I just wait for you to take care of me. I was like, what you looking for that? He said $2 million. I'm like, Mase ain't worth $2 million with $2 million in his pocket. Is you crazy? The principle is more important. Look what he do. When Jimmy gets all antsy, because right now he don't know we having a meeting to talk about him actually going. He getting ready to flip it the other way. He was going the whole time. I know you wrote these records. You think I don't know who wrote the records? I don't know this kid. I got you to do this thing. You kidding me? He's clear that when the disrespect comes from game angle, he's going, I know you fixed it.
Me and Puff, I felt like I did more than I got credit for, more than I got paid for. I'm trying to be nice. I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So the disdain that I got for Puff is more like, you trying to keep me here. I'm not here. All my peers is up here. When it's time, just like somebody raised somebody up, you know they did work with you. They go from your little man to maybe A&R to something else. He just kept trying to keep me right here, like he didn't want me to grow at anything, especially if I'm producing the work, but I was the person there creating it all. And then, I mean, from the lyrical standpoint, where somebody did a beats, and even More Money, More Problems, I came up with that. I came up with the beat too, and I said, we need to do this beat and do it like this. So just imagine all of these moments that are taken from you. The records, you ain't getting the money, publishing, you ain't getting the respect.
Fans and insiders alike are bracing for what could be the beginning of a much larger story. A tale of betrayal, exploitation, and the true cost of fame under Diddy's reign. With every word Mase shares, the image of Diddy continues to crumble. Amidst the swirling controversies surrounding Diddy and his long list of troubled associates, Mase stands out as one of the most fascinating figures.
Did you make the right decision leaving rap?
I did. Everything now that we see playing out was all the things I escaped. The car, the shine, the loan, the Puff Daddy, the Craig Mack,
Biggie Smalls.
The Biggie Smalls. So even though I made those decisions and it cost me money, that's why I got with Killer and they gave me the money back. I didn't lose no money. It's destiny.
That boy good.
That boy good.
That boy good. That boy good.
That boy good. That boy good.
Nigga say, and that's why he makes the big bucks.
That's why he makes the big bucks.
Despite managing to break free from his tumultuous time at Bad Boy Records, Mase's relationship with Diddy has remained fraught, particularly over financial and business disputes that have fueled their ongoing feud. Mase's career took an unexpected turn when he stepped away from music to pursue a spiritual path as a minister, a decision heavily influenced by a string of unfortunate events during his time at Bad Boy Records. One of the most impactful moments for Mase was the tragic death of his label mate, the notorious B.I.G., in 1997, which shook the Bad Boy family. This loss, along with the legal troubles that plagued the label, most notably Shine's conviction for an armed altercation in 1999, pushed Mase towards a spiritual awakening. he openly expressed how, despite his success, he felt a deep emptiness. In a revealing radio interview, Mase admitted, "I felt like I had a lot of money, but I didn't really know who I was. I knew I had to do something beyond hip-hop." However, escaping Bad Boy's grip wasn't easy. Diddy notoriously doesn't let anyone walk away from their contract without a fight.
Now, Big pushed me, but Mase gave me the words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mase was like
write and craft the music.
Yeah, you know, we was like a group. You know what I'm saying? You ain't want to see no Puff without Mase or Mase without Puff. When you saw him, you saw me, him. But as far as me breaking through like that, I could be an artist, and I was an artist. Big had taught me that. But as far as like, you know, if I had to say one person, I would have to say, you know what I'm saying, Mase.
Mase was locked into a deal for years, struggling to break free. Still, he managed to return to music, though without receiving any royalties. Mase's attempted comeback in 2009 hit a major roadblock due to ongoing label issues, leading to a memorable moment during a live radio interview with Diddy on V103's Ryan Cameron show. Mase took the opportunity to plead for his release from his contract on air, adding a dramatic twist to the conversation. Despite the public request, it took years for Mase to fully distance himself from Bad Boy Records. In 2016, Mase resurfaced on the Bad Boy Records tour, only to reignite his long-standing feud with Diddy shortly afterward. He took to Instagram Live to explain the situation, revealing that despite appearing on tour, his issues with Diddy were far from resolved. Mase then openly criticized his former boss, accusing him of unfair business practices. The tensions escalated further when Diddy made a seemingly heartfelt speech at the Grammys, calling out the lack of respect hip-hop and black music receive from the award show. While many praised Diddy's speech, Mase was not convinced. In a now-deleted Instagram post, Mase expressed his frustrations, accusing Diddy of starving artists and unfairly profiting off their work. He didn't hold back, claiming that despite being responsible for many of Bad Boy's biggest hits, he had never been fairly compensated. Mase's criticism highlights a deeper issue in the music industry, where artists frequently clash with labels over rights and payments. For Mase, his time at Bad Boy seems to have left lasting scars, both financially and emotionally, further fueling the divide between him and Diddy. Mase's most pointed jab at Diddy came when he referenced his decision to walk away from fame and success due to the darker side of the industry and what came with it. At the height of his career, Mase was one of the biggest names in hip-hop, enjoying chart-topping hits and widespread acclaim under Diddy's Bad Boy Records. However, in a move that shocked fans and industry insiders alike, Mase chose to leave it all behind, citing the toxic environment and the moral compromises required to maintain that level of success. In interviews and even in his music, Mase has alluded to the exploitation, manipulation, and pressures that come with working in the industry, particularly under Diddy's leadership. He suggested that the fame wasn't worth the internal conflict it brought, describing a sense of being trapped in a system that prioritized profits over integrity. By walking away, Mase not only distanced himself from the fame, but also made a statement about his personal values. This decision resonated deeply with many who saw it as a critique of the cutthroat nature of the music business, and more specifically, Diddy's role in perpetuating that culture of greed and control. Netflix's documentary on the notorious B.I.G. reignited conversations about his life, shifting focus from the notorious hip-hop feuds to the deeper aspects of his personal journey and untimely death. While the documentary showcased Biggie's rise to fame, his love for music, and his relationships, it also prompted some fans to re-examine the circumstances surrounding his demise. With new insights, fans began speculating whether Diddy, once seen as Biggie's mentor and close friend, might have had a darker role in his tragic demise. Rumors have long circulated about Diddy's possible involvement, and the documentary has fueled these theories, leading some to question if business interests played a part in Biggie's fate. As more fans dig into the details, Diddy's relationship with Biggie is being scrutinized like never before, suggesting that the full story behind Biggie's death may not be as straightforward as it once seemed. Beyond Diddy's narrative, people like Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, have provided alternative accounts of the events leading up to Biggie's death. Deal has suggested that Biggie was considering leaving Bad Boy Records for a more lucrative deal elsewhere. This potential move would have been a major financial blow to Diddy, who allegedly had a significant stake in Biggie's career and future earnings. According to Deal, Biggie's departure would have left Diddy without one of his most valuable assets, raising suspicions about whether this played a role in Biggie's untimely demise. These claims have led to speculation that Diddy may have had a hand in orchestrating Biggie's demise to protect his business interests. A theory that continues to gain traction as more people question the true nature of their relationship. As fans and insiders revisit the circumstances surrounding Biggie's death, this dark possibility remains a controversial and unsettling topic in hip-hop history. Gene Deal has been spilling some major tea on his YouTube vlog, sharing eye-opening stories about hip-hop legends like Biggie, Tupac, Diddy, and Black Rob, all of whom were tied to the Bad Boy label during its golden era in the 90s and early 2000s. Deal, who used to be a part of Diddy's security team, has not held back when it comes to voicing his disagreements with Diddy. He's even raised some serious questions about the inner workings of Bad Boy Records and what really went down behind the scenes.
In the studio, he said, yo, I'ma drug their ass off and pick them out and pip them out to my nigga. What they're looking for, because it was going on the premises of sex. They're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage. Craziness, man. And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this, and yo, it's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him, other people. Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got sexual charges and everything on him. But he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN. It's keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about that. Didn't say nothing, didn't yell nothing. This is something that goes on, man, that they're gonna push up under the rug, and a few years later, Bad Boy 5, 6, 7, 8 will be out. Context. Like they in the act. That's what they're looking for. So now, they're gonna go through all those devices. If somebody got any kind of weird fetishes that they got little kids or little girls or something like that in any kind of pictures or any kind of photos that they took out of there, man. And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this. Yo, man, he told me he should have saw this coming with Cassie and the way he treated women when he slapped his mother. And I was like, he did what?
Deal's stories don't just stop at Diddy. He's dropped juicy details about Jennifer Lopez's relationship with the mogul, dished out his thoughts on Night, and opened up about the mysteries surrounding Biggie's tragic death. Having witnessed Biggie's shocking M in 1997 and living through the intense East versus West Coast rivalry, Deal's perspective is one of someone who was truly in the thick of it. Though Deal seems certain in his claims, some details, especially those related to Biggie's contracts, are hard to verify. With Biggie no longer around to clarify or dispute these stories, the full truth is tricky to pin down. However, Biggie's mother, Valletta Wallace, touched on his financial ties with Bad Boy Records in her 2005 book Biggie, Valletta Wallace Remembers Her Son Christopher, adding a layer to the puzzle. She revealed that her son trusted a friend and mentor for a mere $25,000, a shocking twist in the legacy of the iconic rapper. Diddy, seeing Biggie's raw talent, kept exploiting his innocence, slowly molding him into the label's shining star while keeping control over his financial future. According to various insiders, Diddy's greed was what drove him to push Biggie as Bad Boy's main rapper, putting more pressure on the young artist while profiting from his growing success. The relationship between Diddy and Biggie, once thought to be a strong bond of friendship and mentorship, now appears more as one of manipulation, where Diddy used Biggie's naivety to secure his own empire. Eugene Gene Deal, a former bodyguard for Diddy, has made startling claims about the tragic death of the notorious B.I.G., suggesting that it wasn't a random drive-by shooting, as commonly believed. According to Deal, Biggie's killer had been waiting for him throughout the night, suggesting a much more calculated and deliberate attack. Biggie, known for hits like Juicy, was just 24 when his life was cut short on March 9, 1997, in Los Angeles. FBI documents detail that Christopher Wallace, aka the notorious B.I.G., was a passenger in a Chevrolet Suburban, leaving a party at the Peterson Automotive Museum. At a red light, a Chevy SS Impala pulled up beside them, and shots were fired from inside the vehicle. Wallace was hit multiple times and rushed to a local hospital where he tragically passed away from his wounds less than an hour later. The autopsy, released in 2012, revealed that Biggie had been shot 4 times. Despite decades of speculation and investigation, his M remains unsolved, leaving fans and loved ones still seeking answers about the events that led to the death of one of hip-hop's greatest icons. There are long-standing conspiracy theories suggesting that Diddy may have played a role in the tragic deaths of both the notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur, allegedly for personal gain. Some claim that Diddy sacrificed Biggie to secure his place in the music industry, benefiting from Biggie's success and legacy. Similarly, rumors swirl that Diddy was involved in Tupac's demise, fueling speculation that the East Coast-West Coast rivalry was exploited for financial and career advancements. Diddy didn't make things easy for Mase either. In a bold move, Mase crashed an interview with documents in hand, declaring himself finally free from his label ties, claiming his independence as a free agent. Mase revealed that Diddy had agreed to let him collaborate on tracks with other artists. But here's the kicker. Bad Boy Records still clung to all the rights to Mase's music, keeping a tight grip on his rap career even when he tried to break away. And trust me, the drama between them only escalated from there. In 2020, Mase took to Instagram and dropped some serious shade, revealing Diddy refused to sell back his publishing rights. Mase didn't just take this lying down. He offered Diddy a whopping $2 million for his entire catalog, but Diddy still wouldn't budge. Frustrated, Mase hit the studio and in 2022 released Oracle 2, The Liberation of Mase and Betha, a track where he let all his emotions pour out. In one fiery verse, Mase rapped, "Yeah, I'm just a Harlem guy reppin' down a Vegas strip with my own shug. You're from Mount Vernon? Go and rep your own hood. You ain't no architect? You just a guy who knows how to market death. Ouch." Diddy, not one to stay quiet, fired back, calling Mase a fake pastor and claimed that Mase owes him $3 million for a project he never completed. Mase's decision to expose Diddy for his evil ways has sent shockwaves through the industry. After years of holding back, Mase finally aired out his grievances, accusing Diddy of exploiting artists and controlling their careers for his own benefit. Mase's allegations add fuel to the fire, as Diddy is now entangled in serious legal troubles. The rapper-turned-minister's revelations about his time under Bad Boy Records shed light on the harsh realities many artists face when working with powerful figures like Diddy. While Mase focuses on how Diddy controlled his music and career, the mogul's legal issues have taken a far darker turn. Recent accusations against Diddy involve disturbing activities, including allegations of exploitation, known as freak-offs, where victims were reportedly coerced into participating in degrading acts. These shocking claims, combined with raids on Diddy's properties and the discovery of incriminating evidence, have placed Diddy at the center of one of the biggest scandals in hip-hop. As more people like Mase come forward with their stories, the full scope of Diddy's alleged wrongdoings becomes clearer. With mounting evidence and a growing list of allegations, Diddy's empire is under threat. Will Diddy be able to fight his way out of this, or will the weight of these revelations finally bring him down? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. Diddy's dark past is no longer in the shadows.